This is how I pulled off the craziest solo clutch in an Unreal ranked endgame lobby. Let's see how I do it. I start out with all my teammates dying, and it was pretty crazy. One of them actually left. One of them did not believe in me, but the other two did believe in me and they stayed. So I'm at I'm at Steamy Stacks on probably the worst zone ever. It's pulling half into the ocean and half into Steamy Stacks. And this is the only spot I have. I start with an AR and an infantry rifle with 100 mats. You're only thinking this is crazy. How do you clutch from this position, with like two to three other squads still alive? But yeah, I decided that there was no other option. I just jumped off the um the steamy stacks little whatever air thing you call it, the ventilation thing, and I managed to find some loot down here miraculously, and then I peek into that wall and I find the craziest loot in this situation. I found a shotgun, an AR, and some shockwaves and a med kit, which is gonna help me out like crazy. So I popped the med kit. Um, and I did make a mistake right here. I go over to the side of this mountain and I see that there's a pump and an SMG there. I take the risk and I get that. This will be more important later on. Get the SMG and I barely managed to pull off the impulse before I almost died to storm. So now I'm in this kind of tricky situation. I tried to get into the porta potty, but I forgot that porta potties do not work. I see this guy in here, beam him, and then I'm just panicking in my mind. I'm like, what do I do? So I impulse through the building. I build a box. There's so many people around me. I know people are dying. I know there's people rotating. So I have no impulses left. Now I have to go off this side of the building. I do get beamed a little bit. I find this can hit him for a little bit, and then I go up the same little ventilation thing. It brings you up. Um, I realized this was the best position I can get, like, just to gather my thoughts for a bit on the ledge of this thing. It's so hard to get on the ledge, but I managed to get on the ledge. I have now at this point, I like crazy mats. I have crazy loots, all the ammo, all the stuff I need. So I managed to like not get hit a single time by this squad spraying me. I find a campfire miraculously and I stoke it. This is also gonna be like very important for me to clutch. This little bit of health does save me. So as we can see, I'm like have no idea what to do at this point. I have been in this kind of situation before, so I don't like normally panic. I just try to figure out what to do. At this point, I see there's two people left, um, and I know there's someone coming up on the side of me, so I build. So there's a kid in front of me and a kid to the side of me. This kid on the side of me, I turn to my right and I see this kid. I try to fight him. He blocks me off, and storm is coming and I have to rotate. I put myself in a very tricky situation. And then I realize it's 1v1. This is the point I realize it's a 1v1, and it's like all or nothing. I try to fight this guy. This guy did like a really good peek on me, but I hit him hard as well. We 50-50 there. We exchanged there, and I managed to get the last shot off at him, and yeah, that is how I win as a solo. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe.